Hi guys, it's Geraldine Ralph. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I have an early childhood program in my home where I care for up to 14 little ones under the age of 5, and I create content to help you run an amazing early childhood program in your home. So if you are a mom of multiples or you have your own early childhood program, you're going to want to make sure to click that like and subscribe button so that you can get more of our future content. Okay, so today I am going to be sharing with you one of my key tips for keeping my kids focused and emotionally regulated, and that is our Nugget Pit. If you have been on my channel, then you know how much I absolutely love nuggets. I think nuggets are wonderful because they are super versatile and they give us a lot of opportunities for creativity and movement in our classroom. And it's really nice because we can create a really soft space for the kids. So when they're jumping around and crashing, as a mom or a child care provider, I know y'all are having heartache or headache whenever you see them, hopping around and worry about them getting injured. So our nugget pit area, we used to have our nuggets out in our main play area, and we had them set up in a couch, like a big couch area for group time. And we have found that making the nugget pit space really works for us right now with the group of kids that we have. Sometimes we will take them out when we will build larger builds, but right now we are really loving our nugget pit. So I think we have 5 nuggets now. Honestly, I've kind of lost count. These are all of our nuggets. We also have these gym mats from IKEA that we have set up in here. And the wonderful thing about these little nugget pits is that we can create we can create all sorts of configurations. And if you go on my Facebook page, then you'll see we have an album with all of the different kinds of configurations that we create for the kids. But we can literally create a padded wall and an area where they can bounce around and, jump around to their heart's delight, and we don't have to worry about them becoming injured. In our space, we have this little gate area here. So it helps us limit the number of children that are in our nugget pit at a time so we don't get too many of them. It can also help us determine which children work well together in the nugget pit, because sometimes you have one kid who's like off the walls bonkers and he just needs to jump around in here all by himself. And other times we have a few other smaller children that aren't quite as active, and this little space works for them really well. So the nice thing about the nugget pit is that you can, create all sorts of like little slides and climbing spaces. We also use this for our group time area. If you're in a multi-age group, then you know that sometimes you'll have a group of kids that are really involved in group time, and then you'll have some kids who are wandering around and need to move, and they're not really as interested in group time. So the nice thing about the nugget pit is we can bring our kids who are more interested in group time over here so that they can stay focused, and then we can have other activities set up for the children who are not developmentally ready for group time or who are not interested in group time. The other way that we use our nugget pit is for our infants. We have 2 infants in our program, and sometimes it's nice to just have a little place where we can have our infants crawling around and moving around. We know that they're not going to find any small choking hazards while we're busy making lunch. We know that none of the big kids are going to accidentally trip over them or, whatever. We can have them in their own safe play space where they can crawl around on these varied height things, and then we don't have to worry about them becoming injured. So anyways, that's what we love about our nugget pit. Some other add-ons for our nugget pit is we have these. Let me go over here real quick and grab it. We have a bunch of these little pop-up type of things that we can add to our space. We also have our parachute. We get that out with the kids. And then we have like little baskets with balls and soft things in them for the kids to play with, so we can set up little ramp areas. It's also a really nice space for when we have children who are having a tough time transitioning in and they need to have a quieter area of the classroom to play in. So when we set up our nugget pit, we limit the number of kids that are allowed in here to 4. And then that way we can make sure that they're following the traffic pattern. We kind of explain to them what the traffic pattern is. And then this way, whatever teacher is working over here at the table can kind of supervise and make sure that all the kids that are in the nugget pit area are being safe. We've also set this area up where we created just like padded walls, and we put paper plates on the floor so that the kids could make a little hockey pit. We've done all sorts of fun things with this space. We also have another area over here that I'll show you really quick for our kids. That is our another gross motor area. So if you can see over here, we've got, this is like, so sometimes we'll take our nuggets out here and we'll build and we'll add on to all these extra other pieces. But in our group, we have 14 kids. So it's nice to have, to be able to break up the group of kids so that when they're moving around, they're not like, you know, climbing on top of each other and that sort of thing. Everyone's being safe. So we have our rocker, and our climber arch, and then we also have our pickler, and then we have all of these little stepping stones and pillows that the kids can use to build obstacle courses. We also teach our kids that that little mat there is where all of the active play takes place so that we don't have them ping-ponging all over the classroom. One more thing that our kids really love to use in the Nugget pit are these little capes and masks. So they had those out this week and they were having a lot of fun on those. Anyway, so I would love to hear if you have nuggets in your classroom and what you do to control the chaos with the nuggets. Nuggets are tons of fun for the kids, but obviously you have to be careful because they can go buck wild with them. Oh, one last thing too with our nuggets, we love to use our nuggets for our nap time space. This is where the kids nap over here, and the nugget our little, like our flat nugget pieces, these ones right here, make nice little, whoops, these ones right here, these make nice little walls for the kids so we can give them their own little private space where we're blocking out light. We can also wrap them around our baby beds so that when our babies are sleeping next to each other, you know, they're not crying and waking each other up. And then, you know, we can just, you know, peek over and see what they're up to. There's obviously a lot of space between the babies and the nugget walls. So they do have plenty of airflow. That's not an issue for us. But yeah, we love nuggets, and nuggets are lots of fun in our classroom. My next color combo that I want to get is the lemonade and whatever that light purple color is, and then lolly, because I think that would be really, really cute with the dark purple and those bright pops. Anyways, I'd love to know what your color combo is. Do you use nuggets in your classroom? And how are you controlling the chaos with your little ones? I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and alert button. Bye.